Undisputed at 54. If these guys playing around and I can't get a top name, I'm out. I'm going to 54. I think I'll be way comfortable, way better.
So apparently, Jaron Ennis' next opponent is going to be.
I need y'all to get the likes up, man. Get the likes up. Smash the like button. We have 350 people and 90 fucking 5 likes.
So apparently, Jaron Ennis' next opponent is going to be Uisma Lima, who was 14-1 with 10 KOs. Speedy Rashidi was the guy that was left. He felt that the first offer wasn't quite enough, and then he said, "You know what? I'll take the fight." But now it's looking like Jaron Ennis is going to be fighting this guy, Lima, a guy that we never heard of. Now, the fight between Speedy Rashidi is a fight that was one of those things that that should have happened, but didn't happen because of, Rashidi Ellis' own shortcomings. He fell short in the fight against Ramon Villa, in turn of the guy that Jaron Ennis actually went off and beat, right? But now he can kind of double back on this and fight Jaron Ennis, right? So, yeah, Speedy Rashidi, since that fight, lost to Ramon Villa. I believe is on a 3-fight winning streak. So he'll be going to this fight with a little bit of momentum, and going to a fight with Jaron Ennis. Now, Jaron Ennis is receiving a lot of criticism for his lack of quality opposition, his choice of opposition. Jaron Ennis isn't given no benefit of the doubt. Now, even though his fight with Virgil Ortiz is signed on his side, still it's not quite enough, right? And for this guy to be his first fight at 154 pounds, I'm not quite sure who this dude is. I'm not familiar with him. Sorry, I just don't know nothing about him. All I know is that he's 14-1 with 10 KOs, right? Seen on the screen. I don't know. A lot of people is questioning what's going on with Boots Ennis. He's closer to 30 now. And people was kind of just waiting for that big wow moment from Jaron Ennis. So I don't know. How do we feel about this potential news? The Josh Kelly is out. They wanted a lot of money. Guys want a lot of money to fight Jaron Ennis, and it's up to Eddie Hearn to put up the money for Jaron Ennis to get some of these bigger fights or some of these guys to fight him. But Speedy Rashidi wanted to fight, but it seemed like Jaron Ennis didn't want to fight. I'm not quite sure what's going on with this one. I think that's the fight that they should have kind of took. I don't know, right? I think the fans would have been more. They would have been a little bit easier on Boots if he had took the fight with Speedy Rashidi versus I don't know who this dude is. I just don't know. But well, yeah, that's some of the latest news with Jaron Ennis, you guys. The latest news prior to this was the fight with Virgil Ortiz is signed on his side, but Team Virgil said no, the fight is not happening. There seemed to be, some miscommunication amongst the camp over there, Virgil Ortiz and the promoter. So yeah, that's a whole other thing within itself. But yeah, man, Jaron Ennis. Next opponent could be what is this dude's name? What is his name, bro? Uisma Lima. I mean, I don't know who this dude is. Um, Sorry if you know what he is, please leave him. Leave it in the chat. Leave it in the comment section. If you know anything about this guy, if he's any good, if he can give Jaron Ennis a challenge, then we can look more into him, and then we can kind of look more into the fight. But as of right now, this is something that fans ain't checking for. This is something fans ain't looking for. And it's definitely some fans that want to hear in regards to Jaron Ennis. But tell me what you guys think. Should Jaron Ennis double back on Speedy Rashidi, or should he just go on ahead and fight Lima? Like and subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.